What's going on, socialites? This is Now You Know. Child, get into this Larsa Pippen, Malik Beasley, Montana Yo, and allegedly a fourth girl drama, as this man has all of these women trying to be with him, and now he's issuing an apology and allegedly back with his wife. But before we get into all this mess, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and make sure that you have your post notifications turned on so that you never miss another upload. So let's get into this entanglement, honey, because they seem to have learned from the best, if you know who I'm talking about. So Malik Beasley, who currently plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves, has issued an apology to his wife Montana Yo for embarrassing her back in November. Now, if you all follow us on all of our social media platforms, we've been covering this story since it first broke at the end of last year. Now again, back in November of 2020, Malik and Larsa Pippen sparked relationship rumors after they were seen holding hands walking around the mall in Miami. Now, that was not no regular holding hands all buddy-buddy. Them fingers were interlocked. They did look like a couple, and you know, that's just what it is. Now, mind you, Malik is legally married to Montana, who hopped on Instagram sharing her thoughts about the situation, seeing the picture saying, "Wow, I don't even know this man. This is wild, y'all. I'm seeing this for the first time just like y'all." So a source close to Larsa gave Hollywood Unlocked the exclusive tea, saying that Larsa was told that Malik and Montana had actually been separated for months, and at the time a divorce was actually in the works. The source also said that Larsa had knowledge that Malik was still legally married to Montana, but that they bonded over pending divorce papers, which, mind you, Larsa and Scottie Pippen were actually going through a divorce at the time as well. Now, after all this came out, Montana filed divorce papers as well, stating that she felt blindsided by her husband and the father of her son with his actions with Larsa. Now, Montana even sent out a message to her followers on Instagram, sharing that Malik asked her family to leave their house, saying, "Hey y'all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your tremendous love and support during this time. Things have been pretty rough, I'm not going to lie. We were told to leave our family home 10 days ago, and just like you all, I'm pretty confused. There's been no private or public addressing of the situation, nor any type of apology. I'm not the type to disclose too much information. I definitely will if or when I feel it's appropriate. I mainly wanted to say I never received so many kind words of encouragement and love, and it really has helped me to stay strong, not only for myself, but more importantly for my son. I'm sorry I haven't been able to respond to each and every one of you. Just know I read almost every single message, comment, etc. Thank you to all the strong women and mothers who have shared similar stories. Also, thank you to all the men out there who have sent me support and understanding. I'm focused on healing myself and becoming the best mother I can at this time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll be back soon. XO Montana." Now, after this post, sometime in February, Jason Lee actually sat down with Larsa to talk about all of her relationships, but also happened to touch on the Malik situation. And she claimed that when they were seen in the mall holding hands, it was like holding hands as if they were going to get ice cream and stuff. Now, when asked if she actually knew that Malik was married, this is what she said.
But at the time, did you know that he was married?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, like we had spoke about it.
But why did the press pick it up like they were living together and, you know?
If you're married, you're not going to be coming at me publicly on social media like he was. It would have been a different vibe. It wasn't like he came at me like...
It wasn't a secret.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It wasn't a secret. And I Googled them when I first met him, and I was like, oh, well, she, like, whatever. Like, they weren't together. Like, they had issues before us. That had nothing to do with me, you know? So I wasn't, like, thinking anything about it.
But then how do they take that he's separated, you're separated? When you separate, you're single. Mm-hmm. How did the press develop this idea that you broke up a happy home?
No clue. I
Well,
guess it's a better story.
she went online posting stuff.
I guess, but like if you spent a minute Googling like their situation, like it wasn't the ideal situation, you know what I mean? But way before me.
Now, 4 months after their rumored romance was all over social media via the paparazzi pictures, a source close to Larsa shared that they actually decided to call things off, saying that things just got too hard when it came to travel, work, timing, but they're still in communication. However, they're no longer together. So fast forward to now, Monday, May 24th to be exact, Malik hopped on Instagram with a mad long caption apologizing to his wife and the mother of his son, saying, "I want to say sorry for putting you in the situation you were put in the last few months. My head wasn't where it was supposed to be. I was looking for more when it was right here the whole time. I'm telling the world and you that there's nobody like you for me." Now, he went into his relationship with Larsa, who according to her team was the one who actually ended things, but according to Malik, he said, "For the record, I was the one who ended my last relationship off the fact that there is no one like you. Also, for the record, I wanted to do my own ish because I just left you guys, and I definitely ain't that type to set up a pictures at the mall and ish, as that's some childish ish, and I'm trying to grow individually and grow a family, a real family. I ain't looking to be judged, I'm looking for forgiveness. To forgive me for hurting my family the way I did. At the end of the day, I'm a lover boy and I miss holding y'all and loving y'all. I love you, Mushi. I love you, Kai Kai. My family over everything. Now, of course, after that whole relationship he had with Larsa, many people are sending him the side eye, not only because of what he said in the caption, but because he was accused of kicking his wife and their son out of their house, and he also denied their son, which when a paternity test was taken, revealed that he is the father. Now, Montana did hop on Instagram, and she hasn't really been too quiet when it came to saying what she felt about his relationship with Larsa, but after the apology, this is what she had to say. Micaiah and I do appreciate Malik's apology. It's hard to own up to bad decisions and apologize, especially publicly, so it's really appreciated. My main priority has been and will forever be my son, so I'm glad if and when he looks back on all of this one day, he can see his dad publicly apologize to us for publicly hurting us. This is a step forward in healing for me and also having Malik be a part of Micaiah's life, because he does deserve to have a father in his life and one that loves him. At the end of the day, we're both Micaiah's parents, so I'm praying for this sake we can all move forward away from the anger and hurt to be able to raise him with love, respect, and happiness on both sides. She then was ready to go for blood as she tagged Larsa in a post, calling her out with the whole situation, saying, "Larsa, your threats are good over here, mama. Try somewhere else. You really need to be put in check or something, because you really wildin' out here thinking you about to tell Malik or I how to act. So now you got me hot and I'm not holding back no more. I've been already told you to shut your trap because you embarrassed yourself enough already. Both of you were wrong as hell, but you, ma'am, had the nerve to talk all that to me as if I was wrong. First of all, we as women don't claim you. You wouldn't know girl code if it slapped you in the face. You just old, desperate, thirsty ran through blow up doll. You call paparazzi every single day and every single man. Shit is sad and lame as You need clout so bad at your age. Like, I'll be damned if I'm walking around behaving like that in 23 years. And I'd really be damned to ever go embarrass my children like that. Sheesh. Like, go spend time with your kids. You ran to the media because you need everyone to think that you ended it with Malik because you're too embarrassed that you just kept getting passed around like a hot potato. Come on now, let's stop putting lies out there. Haven't you learned at your age that they backfire? You really tried to trap Malik too, LMAO, trying to get him to fertility clinics with you? Are you crazy? You barely even spend time with the kids you already have and you want more? You're embarrassing, and woman to woman, you really should probably tap out now because you're really going out bad. All those filters and surgery can't fix that insecure soul. Go work on yourself, read a book, something to better your life while you still have the time. Child, this is real messy. Like, girl, your man embarrassed both you and Larsa, honestly himself as well. But like, is it really that serious to hit her with a statement of this caliber? Well, you already know Larsa is pretty private and never really has too much to say when it comes to drama, but baby, she was ready with a comeback. However, sis, this girl is young enough to be your daughter, so why is it even worth addressing? But she did anyway, saying, "Here's the truth about Malik. When I thought about him and how he treated your child, he's not the type of man I want around mine. Any man who would deny his children and then leave the mother penniless is not a real man. He cried entirely too much. He's cheap, but then again, you never saw alimony, so you already know that. Since you want to speak woman to woman on social media, let me give you some womanly advice. If you ever find another man who wants you for you and not all the free press, I'm giving both of you, lock him down. Malik was a clout chaser who pursued me relentlessly before I even knew you existed, and I have the DMs, but then again, he knows that. Lastly, and please don't take any of this the wrong way, all my beautiful children that you reference will never have to read how their father didn't claim them. You should be worried about the narrative you two need to create to distract yourself from dealing with that reality. If you want to know the truth, subscribe to my OnlyFans, sending peace, love, and blessings to you both, Larsa." Now, child, it did not stop there, despite the fact that Larsa definitely plugged her OnlyFans, but Montana fired back yet again with some bullet points of her own for Larsa, saying, "Okay, honey, let's clear some things up. Yes, I brought it to social media because this is your favorite place. You were all on here speaking on my name a few months back. Only felt right to address you where you love to be. One day you claim you knew about me, but we were never separated. The next you didn't know I existed at all. Get your story right, love. I was all over this man's page. A simple Google search or DM would have sufficed as well. If you're really a woman and wanted to handle this like grown-ups. You saw how he treated us and didn't want nothing to do with him. Yet again, I state you tried to get pregnant by him, actively tried to set up fertility appointments, and wanted to get married. Correct me if I'm wrong again, contradicting, but let's proceed. 3. I've been in my bag way before Malik and damn sure before you, LMAO. It's funny hearing you say these about clout or press, because aren't you the girl who can't let go of her husband's last name? Because that's the only clout you live on. And aren't you the only one who called the paparazzi and sent all those pics to the blogs, posted, etc.? Looks like you're the clout chaser in this case scenario. I never took my husband's last name because I am and been Montana, yo. I built my life on my own name. You trying to deflect the embarrassment of you. LOL. IDK if they're embarrassed of their dad, but you, on the other hand, not so sure, sweetie. Now shut the up and go work on getting those OnlyFans subscriptions up. Wish you nothing but the best in your new career pursuit. Get that bread up. Now this is just a hot mess back and forth. You would have thought that we were in high school reading all this. Now Larsa did not comment back to that post, but she did post the next day that she was having a great day and is not worried about sis, nor is she worried about her former boo. But you know, when stories start to come out like this, there is another person who joins in on all the fun. In this situation, it was a model named Lizane Gutierrez. Now she slid in Hollywood Unlocked's DMs, sharing that she received a DM from Malik just hours before he issued his public apology to his wife. But it gets even better. After, of course, being called a liar, she hopped back on Instagram with a message for everybody who was calling her a liar, saying, "I have texts, pics, and videos, but I don't have to prove nothing to nobody, at least not now." Then she hopped back on Instagram with this video.
Oh, by the way, one thing that I have to say before I go. You can call me whatever you want to, but you're not gonna call me a liar. That's for sure.
Now to close it all out, Montana had a message for everyone who claimed that she was back with Malik, saying, "Some of y'all really tripping. Who said we back together or I took him back? Just because I said my son and I appreciate your overdue apology. Y'all some weirdos for real and don't want to see a successful co-parenting situation. Y'all coming at me as if I haven't publicly and privately gone off on this man these past few months. Talking about I'm coming for the wrong person. Nah, I said what I said to old girl and it was long overdue. Other than that, I love y'all who supporting me through this whole thing." Now socialites, that was a whole lot to just dive into. It was a whole lot to uncover. It's just a whole lot going on between this one man and these three women. So what do y'all think about this entire situation? Let us know in the comment section down below. As always, make sure you're following us on Instagram, you like us on Facebook, and you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because now you know what's trending.